Hey Horror Hounds, it's your host, Vanilla Gorilla Beast. I want to start off by wishing you all a happy October. Here's a quick overview of all the horror I picked up in the month of September. I haven't had much time to watch a lot of these. I've just been hoarding up on horror. Here's all the horror I picked up onto the Blu-Rays. First up, I could not turn this down. Halloween 35th Anniversary Edition. This edition is sexy. You can never have too much Halloween. Soon, I'm going to do an overview on all of my Halloween stuff, so keep checking back. Next up, I have Phenomena. It's my first ever Arrow release. Jack Crypt sent me this. We did a trade. I'll show you the rest of what he sent me at the end of the video. This Arrow release is beautiful. I want to thank you so much, Jack Crypt. He sent me a very cool package. If you haven't subscribed, go to his link down below in my description. Next up is John Carpenter's The Fog. Scream Factory keeps killing it with these editions. Very beautiful artwork. Great extras. They just keep killing it. Next up is George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. I can't say enough about how badass the artwork is. This is just a badass release all around. If you find this release, do not pass it up. This is definitely a badass release. Day of the Dead. Next up is Lords of Salem. Very cool movie. Rob Zombie did very well in this. This is definitely the best witch movie I've ever seen. The witches in this movie were so dirty. If you haven't seen Lords of Salem yet, definitely check it out. Next up is World War Z. Haven't seen this yet, but had to get it. Heard good things about it. Looks fun. World War Z. Now I have Flesh Eater. Very cool zombie movie. Starring the first zombie scene on Night of the Living Dead. Rise of the Zombies, starring Danny Trejo. Pretty good, it ain't that bad. If you're just looking for something fun to watch, I would recommend it. Zombie Apocalypse, starring Vin Rames. I find Zombie Apocalypse better than Rise of the Zombies. Abraham Lincoln vs. Zombies, I actually dug it. A little slow. I liked it better than Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Next is Nazis at the Center of the Earth, starring Jake Busey. Cheesy but fun. Very cool idea for a movie. Nazis at the Center of the Earth. Next up is Sharknado. Entertaining, very cheesy, but definitely something you can't take serious. Sharknado. Next up is Devil Dog, Hound of Hell. Haven't had a chance to see this one yet. It's a Shriek Show release. I'm trying to collect all Shriek Show movies. Next is Bigfoot, starring Alice Cooper, Danny Bottaducci. Very fun, full of cheesy goodness. Bigfoot. Next is House of the Devil. Very good. House of the Devil. Next up is another Shriek Show release. This is Smash Cut. Haven't seen it all yet, but very good what I've seen. Herschel Gordon Lewis has a cameo in it. Next up is Wicked Lake. Haven't seen this one yet, but it looked good. It's another Shriek Show release as well. Most of the Blu-rays in this update were $4 a piece at Fry's. If you get a Fry's near you, go check them out. Next is John Carpenter's The Ward. Picked this up at Big Lots for $3. Cool movie. Children of the Corn Genesis. This was also $3 at Big Lots. So is the next one I'm going to show. But as for Children of the Corn Genesis, it was probably one of my least favorite Children of the Corn movies. I don't know which one I like least. This one or the remake. Now I have Rest Stop, Don't Look Back. I really enjoy the Rest Stop series. Hope they make a few more. That's Rest Stop, Don't Look Back. Next up is Six Souls. Never seen it. Found it real cheap at a pawn shop. Look cool. So that's Six Souls. Next is 12-12-12. Haven't seen it yet. This is also one of those $4 films I found at Fry's, as well as the next two I'm going to show. The Haunting of Whaley House. I actually like this movie. Pretty good ghost movie. Cole Duder had an appearance in it. If you like ghost movies, check this one out. This is very good. The Haunting of Whaley House. And last up for the Blu-rays, 100 Ghost Street. The Return of Richard Speck. Haven't seen this one yet as well, but it was $4. Couldn't say no. So on to the DVDs. First up for the DVDs is Tales from the Crypt Season 2. They had Season 2 and 3 at Walmart for $10 a piece. So if you're looking to collect all the Tales from the Crypt series, then go check out your local Walmart and see if they have them. Tales from the Crypt Season 3. All I need now is 4 and 5 to complete the series. Next up is The Walking Dead, the complete third season. I picked it up on DVD just to complete my collection. I didn't want to leave a hole in my collection. Next up is Helter Skelter Director's Cut. Been wanting to get a hold of this for a while. Finally found it for a good price at the flea market. Next is Luce Fulci's The Black Cat. Never seen Black Cat. Probably going to start it later on tonight. Next is I Spit on Your Grave 2. Pretty good film, but I like the remake a little better. So that's I Spit on Your Grave 2. Next is another Shriek Show release, Cop Killers. Haven't seen it, but it was Shriek Show. Looks good. So that's Cop Killers. Next is one I've been waiting for a while, Inbred. It's a European movie. Looks very good. Characters look cool. I heard it has bad CGI in it, but it looked good to me. And that's Inbred. Now I have Midnite movies, The Pit and the Pendulum, starring Vincent Price. Trying to collect all these Midnite movies. So that's The Pit and the Pendulum. Next up is another movie that I haven't seen yet. This is Grave Encounters. I've seen the second one, but I couldn't find the first one real cheap, and I found the second one cheap, so finally found the first one at Walmart, so I'm going to give that a watch this week. Next up is Scary Movie 5. Didn't think I was going to like it. Actually, it's pretty good. Better than 3 and 4. It's good to see they went back to the basics with this, using fart jokes and sex jokes more. Finally, after years of collecting, I finally picked up Ghostbusters 2. Finally found it cheap enough, and with a cover that I actually liked. So I'm proud to finally have this in my collection. Ghostbusters 2. We'll definitely be watching it before Halloween. Now I have Things Killing. Already have it in my collection, but got it for $1.50. Couldn't say no. This movie is fun as hell. The turkey stuffs a girl with his cock. Very cool movie. Things Killing. Now I have Killing Spree. Never seen it. Can't wait. It looks fun. Looks cheesy. So that's Killing Spree. Next is Killer Movie. Found this cheap at the flea market. It's been on my Amazon wish list for a while. Never seen it, but look cool. Now I have Bad Kids Go to Hell. The movie's pretty fun, and the story was set in Dallas, Texas, so that's pretty cool. So that's Bad Kids Go to Hell. Now I have A Perfect Getaway starring Suzanne Emilia Jovovich. Really cool movie. Has a cool twist at the end. Next up is Sushi Girl starring Tony Todd. Seen a preview for it. Looks really badass. The artwork is beautiful. Real cheap at Walmart. The previews made it look real grindhousey. The Haunting. Never seen it, but I needed to finish my Fangoria Fright Fest collection. So that's The Haunting. Next is The Hunger. It's another Fangoria Fright Fest film. These last two finished my Fangoria Fright Fest collection. So that's The Hunger. Next is Nightmare City. Picked this up real cheap at a pawn shop. I love the artwork on this release. Very cool to have it. So that's Nightmare City. Apocalypse of the Dead. Looks cool. $5 at Walmart. Gangsters, Guns, and Zombies. Gangsters, Guns, and Zombies. Next is Slime City, Grindhouse Collection. This is a very, very fun movie. Very cheesy. If you haven't seen Slime City, definitely check this one out. Highly recommended. Next up is Aftershock. Had to pick it up because Eli Roth is in it. He's one of my favorite actors and directors. Can't wait for Eli Roth's next movie to come out, The Green Inferno. This one's been on my list for a long time. Creature from the Hillbilly Lagoon. The artwork drew me in. Saw the trailer for it. Looks really fun. So I hope it's good. Looks fun. So that's Creature from the Hillbilly Lagoon. Next up is Boggy Creek. The Legend is True. $5 at Walmart. Next is Fright Flicks, Things. I love bat movies, so I had to add this to my collection. Dragon Wasp. Looks cheesy as hell. Love my bug movies, so that's Dragon Wasp. Next is The Apparition. Haven't seen it, so I can't say much. I know the trailer looked good, so if you've seen this or any other ones that I haven't seen, leave some comments down below telling me if they're good or not, what you thought about some of these movies. Next up is an IFC film, Heartless. Don't know anything about this as well. Had to pick it up just because it said IFC. They release good films, so next up is Fever Night. I started to watch it, couldn't get through it. Need to try to give it another watch. I just couldn't get into it when I was trying to watch it, so that's Fever Night. Last for the DVDs is Scorpion King 3, Battle for Redemption. Had to pick it up because I have the other two. Don't know if it's any good, but that's Scorpion King 3. Last up for the movies, The Walking Dead Season 3 Special Edition. Not going to go into too much detail because everybody out there has already seen this, but it is very cool. So that's The Walking Dead Season 3 Special Edition. This is the rest of the stuff that Jack Rip sent me in the trade. He sent me the Army of Darkness vs. Reanimator comic, number 2. Very cool. He also sent me a Child's Play 3 comic. Really can't wait for the new Child's Play movie to come out. This Child's Play 3 comic's getting me ready for the new Child's Play. He also sent me these Army of Darkness trading cards, because I'm a huge fan of Army of Darkness. So that's very, very cool of you. And last up, he sent me this Creep Show magazine. Thank you so much, Jack Rips. You sent me some very cool stuff. Like I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed to him, go subscribe. Very cool dude. I can never express how good of a guy this dude is. So that's my horror update for September.